us succeed. Let's make sure that history never forgets the name. Enterprise. Guard out.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Greenville, I am calling battle station. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good morning. Happy Saturday. Wherever you may be in the world, if it's still Sabbath, well, I hope you enjoy it, right? I hope you're having a fine weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Decidedly splendid one. It's all go at my house tonight. Let me tell you. I'm living right now in the warm sunlight glow, right? I should say, of having I'm very nice. I'm very happy with a very French daughter-in-law because my wife's away, right? And my daughter-in-law is kind of like Jiminy Cricket for my son, right? Her job is to bring out the nicer, less arsehole-y side of him, right? And she's very good at that, right? She's very good at like being a gestalt entity. Anyway, but she's very French, right? So my wife's away, and so it'll just be me and my older daughter for Sabbath, who's moving out in about a week or so, I think. And so it's like it would just be weird and creepy. So they came with us. They came and stayed with us for Sabbath, and we went to friends for lunch. But we ate at home last. Anyway, when you go to friends, right, you normally take some cookies or something. I don't know. Your wife makes something. You take it. There you go, and it's very nice. And then you eat them as it happens. That's how it works out. And a very good black and white cake. Oh, hey, have you ever had those black and white cookies? They're like the big circle with one half black, one half white, you know. They're very good. They're very good. Now, honestly, I kind of prefer the white side, but you need the dark side to balance it. Does that make me racist? I don't think so. I just think I like that. I don't think that. I don't think that as a judgment upon people. But some people are crazy. Anyway, so yeah, we had that today. Anyway, so I said, can you make something? If you can't, just say it's fine. I'll make it work out. No, it is okay. Of course. Maybe souffle. I'm like, well, okay. And of course, some ice cream. I'm like, I'm sold. And they were very good. She made really good souffles. Oh, man, these little chocolate souffles. Oh, we had one last night for dinner. And it was awfully good, right? Although she was offended. What? I cannot just open two? It is a disgrace to me, right? I'm like, no, really, it's fine, darling. It's okay. But I like that she's from my husband's house. However, I do like my son. Both my kids I have this instilled in them. I'm not just more from me and my wife that the responsibility of everything of your wife's happiness is on your shoulders, right? That's how you got to take. You got to get and do whatever it takes. Like this kid arranged the wedding in the middle of combat. Like literally, it was like in a field camp. And they hastily set up, right? It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, I digress. So like he will do whatever it takes to make it happy, which is good. I like that about him. Anyway. So right now they're still here after Sabbath ended. Sabbath literally just ended. I haven't even looked at the news, right? I assume Biden's still the nominee, right? I don't know. Anything can happen. If he is. Oh, God, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Nigel Farage. We're going to talk about David fucking Tennant. Oh, my God. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. If you're Matt Smith, I wouldn't be so fucking happy. I'll be 100% clear. I didn't really like your Doctor Who. Okay, I think I came out there. I didn't really warm up to in the first year. I was like, well, that's not very Doctor Who-y. Second year, I kind of got used to it, right? And it was the quality of the writing and like the success carried me through. But you would have my favorite Doctor, right? Then they all seemed a little bit high on their own farts. But again, I was very happy with the popularity Doctor Who had. And look, let's be clear. In I think his Billy Piper season, there was I think it was the strongest season. You had what's the one? The Sarah Jane K9 one. What's it? A school reunion? Whatever it's called. I can't remember. That was excellent. You had the Man of the Pompadour one, which was ended 10 minutes early, but other than that was excellent, right? It was like stunning new Doctor Who, taking it in new interesting directions, right? Which Adam in for, which I think here's the one rule. The one rule in innovation, it's gotta be good. Right? If it's just gay shit, it's not good, right? It's not good. Anyway. Fine. Let me go. Fine. Where should we go next? I know. Okay, let's keep on the Doctor Who thread for a second, right? Because I saw the Patrick Troughton clip in the opening, right? And that you could see that magic that was uniquely Doctor Who, right? You could so see that like nothing else could be like Doctor Who, and it's kind of wonderful, right? And it's so different and weird, right? And exciting, right? That again, that little clip of Patrick Troughton. Like you can have a hero like that in any other situation, right? Who's bonkers and brilliant, right? It's such a It's designed to give oneself confidence if you're weird and different, right? That's why, it's got such a strong gay following, right? Because I imagine that, if you feel a bit, if you're in school and you're gay, you might feel a bit different from most of the other kids, right? Which I get, I totally get. See that, but again, it's that brilliance, right? And it's in each Doctor. All right, most I just say on William Hartnell. So again, there was nothing like William Hartnell on TV, like this mad, naughty, insane professor who fights the Daleks. I mean, like it's weird. How it develops over those 3 seasons, right? What he goes from, what he turns into, right? It's like he basically becomes a cartoon character very quickly, right? But again, it's so weird and unique. Same with John Pertwee. Like, he's an old bloke with a great buffet of white hair, and he wears a velvet jacket and a frilly shirt and a bow tie, right? And he's super cool. I guess it's his sheer confidence, right? Tom Baker, there couldn't be a hero like Tom Baker. You get that, I think, less with Peter Davison. Like Peter Davison seems a bit bland not bland in that he fits into that television landscape too easily, right? He's too interchangeable. Wow, I never really thought that before, right? Slightly less Colin Baker, and then they finally go against that with Sylvester McCoy, and when they work out what to do with Sylvester McCoy, it works. Oh, those last 2 seasons are golden, right? But those last 2 seasons were quite basically. See, Eric Saward Doctor Who was slacking off. I think. I mean, I didn't realize, But look, I think less so with Colin Baker, but Peter Davison fits very easily into the 1983 television landscape, whereas Tom Baker didn't. There was nothing like him, right? I think that makes a big difference. Wow, again, never thought about that. I think that's probably what made Matt Smith so great, right? I think people really couldn't get into Peter Capaldi. I think his first season really scuppered him, frankly, which was, I think, his weakest. On paper, a lot was really good. Anyway, I don't feel that Ncuti Gatwa. I think if he could have had that special presence, which I will be open to saying, he could have done it, right? He could have made it, but I don't know. I don't think so. but I'm open to being wrong about that, right? You know, I'm like, I can be proved wrong. Go, okay, fair enough, I was wrong, right? I haven't seen anything that would convince me that he could do that. But if he could or not, it's too much because it's drowned out by the shooty. I mean, like, hey, shooty. Oh, I'm gay, by the way. We know. No, I'm queer. Yeah. Oh, look, it's been fitting. Oh, what are you doing here? Oh, you could use a tablet as good as any other man. Oh, like that skit's got to happen. That Rose, Rose Noble gets discriminated against because of her gender. No, love, you gotta make the tea. What? God, dick. Like that would be a real confusing one for him, wouldn't it? Be like, I don't know what to do. Help. Was like, yeah, David Tennant, we're going to talk about him. Oh, anyway, I was talking about orange. Yeah, so right now, my son is making risotto because they wanted something to eat, right? So I'm like, yeah, help yourself, whatever. Making risotto. Why? Not to eat the risotto. No. I mean, ultimately, but to make arancini, right? To make arancini, which is a Italian dish of what's it called? Balls of risotto with some mozzarella inside it, right? And then breaded and fried. They're good. They're very. So he's doing that for her, right? So I'm like, okay, fair dues. So yeah, strange things are occurring in the Lebetkin house tonight. Let me tell you. I was also thinking while I was watching the titles, right, when you got Picard giving that speech. Let us be sure history never forgets the name. Enterprise! Called out. Yeah, and if I was Ensign Ricky, like mopping out the holodeck right after Riker. Oh, fuck me. Really, Riker? Oh, God. Oh. Right. And I hear that speech. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Let us be sure. Wait. What? I'm just cleaning the... I would be perturbed by that speech, quite frankly, rather than engaged and elated, right? Wouldn't you? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, things are actually progressing, I would say, in a better case scenario direction right now, right? Bizarrely enough, right? I was paranoid it was going to be going south, right? I told you last week, I thought we were at a precipice, right, we're dangling, right, where we could fall in two directions, either into this more of this, but more intense and more awful and more like lawless, right? Like when I say lawless, and that thing where the illegal immigrant had to be given a hotel room, according to the the European Court on Human Rights. I'm like, really? Too weird, right? Too weird. But things are progressing in so we could go that way, or on a route that takes us onto a weird and I think topsy-turvy, very crazy, very scary journey that will be. Oh, you gotta hope it's gonna be over in a few months. Oh, you gotta hope. Goes on forever. Anyway, so look, we're in an interesting time period, Kabbalistically speaking, right? This is the we just came out of this thing called the Omer, a 49-day period of incredible spiritual potential. Because there's this basically that's where you get the physical material, not there is physical material, to create the building blocks of reality, right? The factory that creates the building blocks of reality exists in that 49-day period, right? It's more of an energy than a physical, whatever. But then manufactured, so it's it's got high spiritual potential. And now we live in the days of the result of that. And these are not good days for the Jews. These are the days of Esau, Jacob's brother, who had a bit of a fractious relationship, all supposed to come together with in the end. Anyway, Right. So so that's why, I thought this debate with Trump from a theological perspective was so incredibly important, right? Because, okay, look, it seemed to me to be a Robert Pattinson Batman scenario, right? When you heard Robert Pattinson was going to be Batman, you go, fuck me, that sounds awful. He's going to look like a twat. Who's going to want to see a Robert Pattinson Batman? That's just going to look stupid, right? And then you figure, well, they got to have a plan, right? And maybe this will be like a breakout role for him. I don't know. And you get yourself like, well, I'm sure they've thought this through and they know what they're doing. And then you see the Robert Pattinson Batman and fuck me. It's exactly what you thought Robert Batman would look like. Like, why? Why don't cast people shorter than him? Or like, in Lord of the Rings, they did it all the time. So that was what the Trump-Biden debate was like. Biden was a disaster. I mean, like, it was a disaster. Why do I have this video? Let me see what I got. It was a disaster, right? Okay. Not sure what this is. I've labeled it Trump-Biden debate best in like capitals. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Okay, let's see what this is.
Folks, how are you? Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with.
Is this really the same pictures in real time?
Everything we have to do with.
Don't say it. This man's a fucking idiot.
Look, if we finally beat.
There hasn't been a cut. Okay, this is all one thing.
Medicare. We're trying to provide housing for Black Americans. The impact on the choice, the idea that they're gonna. I'm proposing that everybody the millionaires pay 1%. So no one I would not raise the cost of Social Security for anybody. I got my handicap.
Yeah, I'll trust that too. It was this is not such an insane parody, okay? This is a cheap fake, okay? This is what they call cheap fake. But it's like it really tells the story.
When I was vice president, down to a 6.
Oh, that was the funniest part. Where Trump couldn't control himself when he said he got a 6 as a handicap. He's like, you didn't get a 6.
And wants to get rid of the ability of Medicare for us to be able to negotiate drug prices with a big pharma.
The reason, on a theological perspective, this is very, very good. There's only one vote in an election that really mounts from my accounts, from my perspective, and that's God's vote. Right, God says man has free will except for certain things, and one is choosing kings. And I think very clearly, right, in 2020, God chose Biden. Right, if you believe in God, ABC, right? It's like it happened. God chose Biden. If God is all powerful, therefore He chose Biden, right? And what you could see, there's a thing in Judaism called muzzle, which badly translated as luck. It's more like the energy flow, right? But the muzzle was against Trump in every way, right? All the cases thrown out. You're like, wait, what? All the evidence, everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong. Everything goes right for these people. Everything. God chose them, right? He still gave you free will, but God chose him. And I think the reason He chose him was to give the world a clear A-B. Right, between good and evil. Like you want to do you remember 4 years ago? Like, even COVID was better than this shit. You out your bloody mind? But now clearly the muzzle, right? The luck, the energy is with Trump, right? And that's very good because I believe that energy is divine, right? And I think that indicates a divine will. But nobody knows God's plan or what's going down. So here we are. we're in these days, and we'll get back to the debate in a minute. It's fascinating. We're in the days of Edom, right? Now, next Sabbath is the new Jewish month of Tammuz. On the 17th day of that month, you have begin the period of 3 weeks, which is of the greatest mourning for the Jewish people. Shit goes bad in those 3 weeks, right? Things go south in those 3 weeks for the Jews. Often. We don't have court cases, we don't have marriages, we don't drink wine in the last 9 days. We're very penitent. It's like whole shit, okay? It's whole bullshit. So yeah, so that's coming up, right? And I do feel there's got to be some terrifying bridge to cross, right, to get over to the other side. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Right? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great to be wrong? But yeah, this is a very good sign for that theologically, because this is where the energy is going now, right? And it's like, yeah, who knows what the plan was? Was the plan to make him look this doddery, right? Was the plan to make him look incapable of continuing so he would drop out? Because as far as I understand, he's not dropping out, right? As far as I understand, he is not dropping out. And I don't think his name can be removed on like 3 or 4 states' ballots now. I think like Georgia, right? Although he wasn't on the Ohio ballot. Anyway. But yeah, so it's you don't know what the plan was, but you had to think they had a plan, and whatever, I don't think any plan they have is going to come together. I'm sure one faction wanted this to happen, but it's not coming out where they wanted to right now. He's still the candidate, isn't he? Right? I mean, dare I look at CNN? I mean, that's where you want to go to get bullshit news, right? I mean, I would have heard if he's not the candidate. Oh, I feel dirty. I mean, I'm going to have Fox News. I feel a little bit less dirty, but not much, right? FoxNews.com. Trump campaign flying back, demand apology from Biden after a ridiculous, cheap, fake narrative. Okay, fine. He's still running. Man, he's still running. Even Bill Maher said it was like a 90-second knockout from Mike Tyson. Yeah, it wasn't good. Okay, he's still running. Let's see.
Companies. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. No one was hurt. No one Israeli was accidentally killed. And
I love Trump's expression. He's trying he's reflecting the nation when he's going, what is this guy saying?
It stopped, and I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
It was like, okay. Yeah, let's look at a real part, because it's just I think that's the big deal, right? That was actually something historic you lived through. And it really was something historic. There's never been a former president and a current president debate each other, especially not in these circumstances.
They were able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look.
Oh God, his expressions are priceless. Oh, we love you, Donald. Please be president again. It was so much fun with Donald Trump as president. He is so built to be president. I understand he's crass. That's the part of the appeal to me, right? I would like an Elvis president as well. However, he's very cool. Look at him. He's funny. Stop.
If we finally beat
and Biden is pure evil or a pedophile.
Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare.
They tried to cover for him as much as possible, right? They parried back to him to Trump.
The total initiative relative to what we can do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, we had the safest border in the history of our country. The border, all he had to do is...
Just look at this. That is... I mean, that's like... That's one of the worst things to happen to a politician ever. Look at Biden. Frail, confused, right? Trump is like a hot knife through butter, right? Crazy.
Country. The border, all he had to do was leave it. All he had to do was leave it.
Like I made it work for you. All you had to do is not touch it, dump. And he did it anyway, right? He did it anyway.
So many young women who have been, including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral. The idea that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in. They talk about that, but here's the deal: there's a lot of young women are being raped by their in-laws, by their spouses.
Now,
brothers.
You might say I'm being cruel by not putting the question that prompted this. Who does it really matter? Look, what? By their in-laws, by their spouses. Who's raped by the in-laws and spouses? What?
Brothers and sisters.
And brothers and sisters, obviously.
It's just ridiculous. And they can do
yes. Oh yeah, Joe, you're right. It's just ridiculous. You're so right, mate.
Do nothing about it, and they try to arrest them when they cross state lines.
Thank you.
Fuck me. And whatever they had him on didn't do the trick, right? Did not do the trick. It was like, what the hell? Anyway, the reaction to it has been more bizarre, right? Has been more absolutely bizarre. Again, this one I think was a little bit telling. This is Jill Biden, Dr. Jill. That was indulging in some elder abuse.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts. And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Lie!
What did he lie about? I don't know. What did he lie about? Biden lied a lot. But like the copium is so bizarre. Here, I've got this file says Lying Joe. Let's see what that is.
For real in the black church.
I got raised in the black church.
I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community. I had a close relationship with the Greek community. I am Joe Bidenopoulos. You all think I'm kidding.
White House girls send Biden to bed early.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed.
Because he's really old and he's senile.
I taught at the University of Pennsylvania for 4 years.
He makes up so much crap.
I mean, I don't know. I feel this. I should cut this off, but it's very good.
The country's worried.
Okay, you're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
He's lying like it's going out of style.
I have the great honor of being arrested on the streets of Soweto.
Can you imagine? Like how history is actually going to write this. I mean, for the wokies like David Tennant, who kept pontificating about the right side of history while being constantly on the wrong side of history. Can you imagine? They're like, it was insane that this guy who was clearly corrupt, right, with a media clearly corrupt that any idiot could see through, like any moron could have seen through it, right? But it was an emperor's got no clothes situation. And then the guy, after he became president, he loses his marbles. He doesn't know where he is anymore. And everybody pretends it's okay. Right? And also the guy is a bit of shit as well.
Joe Biden's life.
I am a hard coal miner.
For a while they made Saki try.
I used to drive a tractor trailer.
Thought by now they'd realize.
I mean, yeah, this is the guy who plagiarized Neil Kinnock's speeches, which a bit weird.
And I used to teach the Second Amendment in law school.
There ain't no way to hide Joe Biden's lies.
You have my word. I give you my word. I give you my word. I guarantee you, give you my word as a Biden. I 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 give you my word as a Biden.
That means so much, doesn't it?
Give you my word as a Biden. It's just a bunch of lies.
All right, well done, Fox News at night with you. That was very clever. All right, the copium has been strange, to say the least. I mean, okay, well, even beyond that, I mean, like, and also the other reaction is like he's got to drop out right now, right? This is CBS News.
This is the thing. When you have a cold, there's many things you can take for it. We didn't know he had a cold until he stood up. A cold doesn't force you to lose your train of thought. A cold doesn't force you to just throw things out randomly that to many people made no sense. And so how long do we continue to act like that we didn't see what we just saw last night? I thought for many people, the word I keep hearing, it was very painful to watch.
Well, yeah, well, it was elder abuse, to be frank. Like, he shouldn't have been up there. I mean, but like, these people are pure evil, right? Pure. What was this? Yeah, doink. Biden copium, this is called.
But comparing that guy's mental state, I've said it for years now. He's cogent. But I undersold him when I said he was cogent. He's far beyond cogent.
Oh, this was a while ago. Nikki Haley was just dropping out, so this must have been. It wasn't. I think it's a bit disingenuous. I mean, like, okay, you do look like a schmuck. Okay, you do look like a schmuck, but let's just listen.
I think he's better than he's ever been, intellectually, analytically, because he's been around for 50 years, and. You know, I don't know if people know this or not. Biden
is a cunt.
Used to be a hothead. Sometimes that Irishman would get in front of the reasoning. Sometimes he would say things he didn't want to say. This is, and I don't really, you know what? I don't really care. Start your tape right now because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth.
I don't think he's going to tell the truth. Do you think he's going to tell the truth? My guess is I don't think he's about to tell the truth.
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it. And you...
Maybe he believes it. I know. I mean, look, again, that's from a while ago, though. I feel that's a bit disingenuous. I wouldn't like that. People did that to me. Meanwhile, in England, Farage got set up, right? And this might, I haven't been following up, but it might turn out to be something that really turns things around. I would like to see the energy, right? I think the energy, like it's on Trump's side, I think might help Farage as well. I think it's on his side too, right? So I would like to see a huge, insane upset, and how it could happen in the next 4 days. I don't know.
Last night, I thought no one speaks like that. It was just stream after stream of invective. No one speaks like that. You know, we're going to turn mosques into Wetherspoons. And it all seemed a bit over the top.
So, by the way, I do like to get his message out. He goes on very comfortably onto loose women, right? You cannot see Keir Starmer or Rishi Sunak on loose women hanging out as big as natural as this.
So someone told...
See, okay, this is the difference between Nigel Farage and all the other politicians. He's just being normal. Right, like there's no like great pretense or like, you know, if he's gonna lie, he lies. But don't get me wrong, but there's no like, he lies normally. He doesn't like, you know, study his facial movements in case it gives a bad response to, you know, the 15 to 22 demo in Morocco or whatever.
Told us he was an actor. We rang him this morning. The Daily Telegraph rang him this morning. He denied point blank that he was an actor. It turns out he is an actor. I found his website. He's a well-spoken actor who does something called rough speaking. Well, I was in the office when he arrived last Saturday, and he was doing rough speaking. It was an act right from the very start.
So you've met him?
I was working, and he came in and came up to me and said hello, and then he went out canvassing where the undercover filming took place. And He was rough speaking. He wasn't being himself from day one. I have to tell you, this whole thing is a complete and total setup. Of that, I have no doubt whatsoever.
So basically, Channel 4 put out, like, again, set this thing up to say, oh, you see, reform are, or it lent into their own prejudice, which is bonkers and detached from reality. So I think this is actually going to help Nigel a lot, right? A lot. Right? I think it's going to be quite a big deal, right? I mean, it should be a big. It completely destroys Channel 4 News, right? Hey, there's another clip on it. Was this the first one or the second one? Let's have a look.
Last night, I thought no one
saw that. We just played that. Oh, here we go. Doink.
done more, Jane, to drive out the far right in British politics from my party and out of the scene completely than me. And if you want to hurt me, really want to hurt me, what you do is set me up with somebody purporting to be on my side that says vile things. And this is happening for one reason and one reason only. We have got an election going on where there is a new party, a new phenomenon, and we want change. Not just a change of management, because that's all Keir Starmer is compared to Rishi Sunak. Nothing will fundamentally change. Our agenda is about fundamental change. And I tell you something, our politicians, and media companies, they don't want it. They'll do anything to stop us.
I can't disagree, right? Again, Godspeed. I hope they're all wrong. I hope every poll is wrong. I hope you're going to win. I hope you're going to do a shot. Wouldn't that be incredible? Oh, man, that would just be the best thing ever, right? It'll be insane. Oh, I mean, it's virtually impossible that it will happen, but man, if it did, oy vey, right? It is cray, right? It is cray. Let's get to the chat. I'll bring up the bit of eye candy. Doink. Oh, yes. I did you proud. I like I got the original backdrop with this because it really worked, right? So the AI engine, what was the prompt I put into it? Let me see if it's PG-13. I can show you. This is open art. What's name will not let you. Okay, this is fine. The Mid-Journey will not let you do like naughty fonts, naughty prompts, right? Now let's work. This screen. Doing 1 second. Share screen. Okay, it should be back. Don't worry, it should be back. We'll show you the road to it, right? So these ones are trying to get the prompt was trying to get David Tennant to put his foot in his mouth because oh man, David, it's got worse for him. So, but the prompt for this was let's have a look. Beautiful, sexy young woman with huge breasts and big blonde hair. I'm right. Wearing a fishnet body stocking, silver bikini top. I know what I'm talking about here. Silver short cape and thick silver belt and high-heeled silver boots, holding a sci-fi blaster gun, looking into camera. I mean, look. I think that's what you write when you want to get a Barbarella look, right? But then I decided to do smiling into camera, right? And oh, what a difference! Now this will be a bad model for Sydney Sweeney. This will work much better with Natalie Dormer, right? That thing you've got to get the shape of the face right to be able to put it off. But then when I put Sydney Sweeney in, they all came in looking like underage, and I was like, "Ooh, I don't like any of that." Like that just looks, "Ooh, oh, go away." All right, that just looks wrong, right? Wrong. So I did the face swapping afterwards, right? That just looks weird. Yeah, what's that one? Oh, this is when they started smiling. I don't know. So yeah, I work hard for you, ladies and gentlemen. I work hard. You know, I try and sculpt reality to make it slightly more palatable, right? That's just my goal. Doink. There you go. And yeah, and this is what we work for to bring a bit of Barbara action mode. Fine with that, ladies and gentlemen. PD Richards, how you doing, PD Richards? Anybody out there? Yeah, I know it was quiet. I picked up now, but man, it was quiet when we started. Paul Tozen is here. I'm here. So you obviously scared everyone away. Well, that does happen, baby. I'm a sexy man. Okay, I'm a sexy man. I can't help it. They were watching the Glastonbury BBC summer party. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Dad is here. Football, Glastonbury, and another hot summer Saturday evening. Why can't this be last week? I'm here cooking a meal and listening. Well, how you doing, Dan? Well, let us know in the chat what you're cooking. It's been about a good 40 minutes in. You should be on the cleaning up by now. I hope it's good. Oh, I've got to make myself some more iced tea. Darren M is here. How you doing, Darren M? D is here. Madison Petlar, will you stop? You know I have no control. Fine. 1 second. Madison, what's her name again? Madison Pettis. Okay, Madison Pettis. Deeply meh. Okay, deeply meh. I mean, like, if she was a hooker, I wouldn't go to her. Okay, I think I could spend my money more wisely. I mean, she's pretty. Don't be wrong. So Madison Pettis, no. I mean, I wouldn't say no, but. Paris Burlak. Let's have a look. Paris Berok. Paris Belkin, right? Paris Berok. Well, she looks weird looking in that picture. Let's see some more. She's clearly the hotter of the two, right? I have no idea who she is. Clearly the hotter of the two. So there you go. You want to know the answer between Madison Pettis and Paris Barelk? It's Paris Barelk. Unfortunately, she has the harder to pronounce. Okay, so okay. She's hot enough. I'm actually going to look her up, see who she is. What's she do? She is an American actress and model. She is known for her roles in Skylar Storm in Disney XD series Mighty Med and Lab Rats, Elite. Okay, so she's like a kid actress who's got older and hot. How old is she? She's 25. Okay, definitely fuckable. Yes, yeah. I mean, she does look like Hollywood. Probably isn't the best environment for her. Yeah, no, she's very hot. Okay, fine. Where we have to not watched since Kylie. What, Doctor Who? Blimey. Almost as many plants as they put in their questions like, oh god, yeah. Came after Guns N' Roses. What's on top of the bottom? Biden. Tzvi Lebetkin says, oh, you're saying hello. 8-Bit Snake Boy is here. So I was just reading the comments rather than saying who sent them. Conrad Archer's here. How to disagree? So, like, for me, Matt was the doctor from the roof scene in the 11th hour. I agree with you. What was I saying? He totally had that magic, right? He totally. I must admit, misspoken, right? Matt, I was talking about David. No, David did because everybody loved him. Don't get me wrong. It just didn't work for me, right? Frankly, but. Matt totally had that. His doctor was basically perfect, I think. I mean, like, yeah, I think his era was literally perfect, right? And I think he felt like, yeah, it took him that long to gel, but man, he was born to that role. So I don't know what I was saying, but if I wasn't conveying probably, I saw Matt Smith's interview recently where he was correcting the interviews about the use of pronouns, whether you agree or not. At least he was polite and classy about it. Well, that's about it. He is polite and classy, right? Yeah, and I appreciate it. And he's intelligent. You know, that's why he was a good actor. He's a very intelligent actor. I mean, much like Peter Capaldi after him, right? It was a very intelligent, also intuitive, but a very intelligent take on the role. That, like, again, he went through and watched, episodes of each Doctor, which I think is in his preparation, which I think, absolutely, and it really did impress. And that's where the look came from, right? The look was supposed to be a lot shitter. I remember the original look, like he looked kind of like this, very contemporary, like a very like new romantic, right? It was just, yeah. See if I can find it. Original, not used, Matt Smith costume. It's like a modern piratey thing. Oh, here, yeah, man, that came up quickly. Blimey. This was one of them. Man, I'm so glad they didn't go with it. I mean, like, yeah, his take was completely different, completely about understanding the role, right? These designers clearly did not understand the role. See if we've got any other. Oh yeah, fine. Yeah, we're gonna put that up. Absolutely. This is that one, and this is the one I remember. Fine. I mean, they're all basic. Oh, yeah, this one as well. That's the one I really remember, where he clearly hates the most. 1 second. Fine. Let me put this files. Doink, 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 doink. So yeah, that was like one of his early costume takes, right? Right, and you can see he's not really vibing it at all. All right, just like, what is this stupid thing they have me wearing, right? And like, well, at least this looks cool, right? And there was this. So then Matt Smith, this is his own take, right? Literally after watching Tomb of the Cybermen, right, from Patrick Troughton's performance, like, and that's after watching it. Yes. That's why it was a good take, because he came up with it by himself, right? Where'd the thumbnail go? Doink. There you go. Hey, Sydney. So yeah. That Matt Smith was great. Oh God, what's he identifying as? I must have said Matt Smith instead of David Tennant. That must be what it was. Well, I'm glad we worked it out 45 minutes later. Thank God Sean Purdy wasn't in the episode. Look, for me, it doesn't bother, because it doesn't. This all just feels like fake Doctor Who. I think everything after Capaldi is fanfic, essentially. Right, that's the thing. Both Jodie Whittaker and Ncuti Gatwa lack the magic of Doctor Who. They just demanded they had it, and they didn't. The other Madman's still awful. So Paul, I don't know why it came up, but yeah. I don't become the Doctor until season 10. I think season 9 actually. I think for me, he became the Doctor when he rode in on the tank playing the guitar. I was like, this is just different from any other Doctor, and I like it. Right? Again, if you're gonna do innovation, it's got to be good. Right, I mean, that really is. I mean, I'll put it on, but we'll get copyright struck, right? But it's that scene where he comes in playing the guitar on the tank. I like that Doctor. I'm like, okay, it's a Doctor which is like your bad uncle that your parents don't want you to know. I like that. Populist politics seems to be kicking in, and silent majorities are becoming very vocal, and the media is shitting themselves as they know what's coming. You think he could win? Not me. Poor Brandon. I know. It was dreaded to watch. Joe Biden's belly compliment. I know. It was like, but he's not dropping out. I would have thought, if you're going to drop out, you've got to do it right now. Right? The longer you take, the worse. And again, I think there's a real constitutional issue about putting somebody else on the ballot in a few states. It's really bad. I saw it suggested that Trump not being able to speak during Biden's turns meant he was able to, there was no distraction from the latter's incoherence. Yes, you're making a very good point. See, that's exactly what I mean from my theological worldview, right? That's how God interacts with the world, right? He says, fine, you want to do your plan? Here's your plan. Right? It's that's exactly what I'm saying, right? Problem being is dating. Problem being, thank you for joining us. I'm happy I finished my custom servant on Sutek figure. Man. I really just felt Empire of Death was so detached, and also Legend of Ruby Sunday was so detached from Sutek, so detached from that whole concept. badly. And I remember the Fourth Doctor one they did on Big Finish wasn't very good either, as I recall. I think they did Bernie Summerfield, and that was actually much better. Much closer to what, the DNA of Sude. Well, I have to say, I'm quite excited for a lot of stuff coming from Big Finish right now. Rose discovered the live tape was hilarious. I watched Tim Paul, right? It was crazy. You asked every question, the sort of thing you say to Scott. I know, Colin. I know it is crazy. Well, wait, you didn't know about the story? Okay, so Channel 4. You didn't know about that? Wow, I thought you would know, PD, right? That the Channel 4 put out basically they manufactured the story, right? It was all on the news. It was like, it's a black eye for Nigel Farage for a day, right? I had a YouGov poll today, and one of the questions was about if you trust reason. You can probably guess my answer, and it did refer to Channel 4. Man, Channel 4 via production, they put it out, right? They put it out. So it's their responsibility. Do any of the AI you use, Scott Archer, allow you to input an image to work from? Yes, OpenArt does. Also, so does Midjourney, but getting it to work is another question. Example, in the case of an image of Jane Fonda from the film, I get that theoretically that would work, right? I could. What is it? Let me think. It was on. It was in the OpenArt website. It was on their. Where is it? On their YouTube page. Where? Let me see if I can find it. It depends how much they have there. Oh, it's not too full. Best IA model D&D, no. OpenArt palettes, no. Tutorial. Logo design. Logo design is really good. It's like, but again, I should really watch these tutorials because I saw there's a one that tells you OpenArt training your own model. No. If I watch this, this will probably be a very good idea. Right? I'll probably be able to do a lot more. But hey, this can't be all the video. Apparently it is. Bulk create, no. Expand images, and that's pretty easy. Remove art, find replace, no. Edit people, no. I saw this thing here, okay? Literally, I saw this thing, so it's got to be here somewhere. Car from multiple angles. No. Although my wife's got a new car, right? And it's electric. And so somehow, it's so weird. It must do it by AI. When you're parking, you have an aerial view looking down at you, right? I have no idea how they do that. I'm like, well, they do it. It's like they're extrapolating via AI. Turn yourself to an anime character. No. Blend, no, I don't know. Create high quality portraits, no. Custom create AI, no. Nah, it can't be live. Oh, there is okay. Maybe they took it down. It's so bizarre. Maybe it was a short. Should I look at their shorts? I'm about to give up. Okay. Don't find replace. Magic erase. AI tool that redefines AI image. Okay, well, no. Okay, but there should be a way. Okay, you drop it in and they train. I don't know how. Okay, I actually that was a valiant try and I couldn't come with an answer with you. Never what is it? I bloody hate the bit on the tank, and people do. Oh yeah, no. So that remember when Doctor used to be divisive that way, right? Right. I bloody hated the bit on the tank and FEUD. Both make me cringe with embarrassment. Still, miles better than what we got. I just think Peter Capaldi acting underneath it really made it work. But I hear you, baby. I hear you. A lot of people absolutely hated it, right? I pretty much fell out of love with Doctor Who after they switched to trying to make a party cool for kids. The whole tank guitar, sunglasses thing. I think I can imagine that with John Pertwee, right? Quite happily, right? Quite happily. I didn't catch the Rabbi. What were you using creating images? Open art, right? Open art. But again, there's a site there that's supposed to be able to do it. Peter said, yeah, I meant 9. I can't count due to the heat. Okay, I know what I'm saying. Fine. With that, ladies and gentlemen, that now. We have a bunch of stuff I need to catch up on. We got a bunch of stuff ready to go. Just to make sure I don't have any videos, and we'll not there. I mean, we got we've been through all this stuff. Fine. So let's head over to David Tennant. Up me. It's not been David Tennant's day. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't laugh at this if this was Matt Smith. I feel bad for him. David Tennant, I'm like totally fine with. Right? Totally, completely fine with. I think I was going to say, of course you're perving on her. Well, of course, she's gorgeous. What do you think? Yes, I'm a normal heterosexual male. Oy vey. What am I looking at? Oh, right, man. I've got to go over here. Like, massages. There's been so much bad news for David Tennant. It's unbelievable. Oh, and also this as well. Blimey. Oh, wow. This. Oh, fuck me. The story just got crazy. Fine. We will certainly come back to this story. We will certainly 100% come back to this story. That's crazy. Hang on. No, I want to go to the David Tennant story. That's crazy. Again, literally, I haven't looked at the news for 25 hours, right? Because it's so bad for David Tennant. Oh, yes, he's in the news. Oh, yeah, well, I was saying, I got a couple of... there's this story over here. 1 second. Where is it? Okay, fine. So, man, this is not looking good for David Tennant, okay? This is not looking good. We got this over here to open up as well. Oh, God. So many things with David Tennant having his ass handed to him, right? In ways I feel he absolutely deserves. Okay, yeah, this we need to talk about. It was one of the bookmarks. Hang on. Yeah, this is pretty bad. But James Dreyfus has a lot to say, right? James Dreyfus apparently has a lot to say about this that we will be reviewing in detail. There's one more video download from this, so then we can really get into this story. Man, this has been a bad 24 hours for David Tennant. I don't know. David Tennant. Fine, downloading that. Where to start? Holy crap. Man, it's really bad when there's I'm like a deer caught in a headlight. There's so much shit. It's just been shoveled in his direction, right? And again, why? Because he's a clueless, lovey cunt. I am sorry. Absolute clueless, lovey cunt. That's why I'm really not sad for him at all. In a second, doink. So J.K. Rowling hits out after he brands gender critics whinging females, whinging fuckers, maybe. What's he saying? Yeah, let's go look over here. Doink. I have too many windows open. Now I'm just confused. Is that? Yeah, me. So when was this from? So share screen. I tell you, David Tennant, fucky uppers, right? Unbelievable. Not doing good at all. Oh, where is it? Blink. Okay. So David Tennant, it's a tiny bunch of little white whinging fuckers who are on the wrong side of history. Really? We're on the wrong side of history, are we? What, people with all of history behind us, right? We're on the wrong side of history. Okay, literally, we're on the wrong side of history, not you. Because you would know, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would know. Because champagne socialists normally is where true wisdom fucking comes from. I have to tell you, again, I'm so happy this is happening to you, right? That you're being called out relentlessly. Because fuck me, this is overdue. You smug, preening git. The whole fucking world loves you, right? And you had to keep saying, "Oh, I'm a stupid preening git who understands nothing about politics. I want to tell you what to do," right? You had to relentlessly be obnoxious. It's a tiny bunch of little whinging fuckers who are on the wrong side of history, and they'll all go away soon. Really? Like your career, mate? Like, what the hell? So J.K. Rowling says, this man is talking about rape survivors who want female-only care. Fuck me. Well, that just got worse. Fuck me. David, mate, what were you thinking? Oh, they were. Fuck me. The nurses currently are suing their health trust for making them change in front of a man, girls and women losing sporting opportunities to males, and female prisoners incarcerated with convicted sex offenders. Yeah, they're just whinging fuckers. Absolutely, absolutely, mate. Yeah. So that's man, this guy is getting the shit kicked out of him. So that led to this one on Daily Mail. J.K. Rowling has hit out Doctor Who star David Tennant as he branded critics of transitions whinging fuckers. The Harry Potter author 58 appeared to suggest Tennant was not concerned with women. Yeah, okay, look at that smug fucking space you got on there, David, mate. So still fucking smug now, is it? Really? I don't think David Tennant is a sexist cunt. I think he's a woke fuck, which means he's a sexist cunt, right? So, this is what you get for being a woke fuck. You end up being a sexist and racist cunt, right? Because wokery is both sexist and racist, right? And David, you are, speaking of sexist and racist, David, mate, you are just such a schmuck. Like, fuck me. Somebody who had, we were all willing to put up with so fucking much from you. Harold appeared to suggest Tennant was not concerned about women who want female-only spaces. Tennant, 53, has already embroiled in a row with political figures after he suggested during an acceptance speech at the British LGBT Awards last week that the Tory Equities Minister, Kemi Badenoch, should shut up, and he wished it didn't exist anymore. I don't want to cancel it. Just, mate, and you thought what you were saying was fine. That was a funny thing. Like, you really thought what you were saying was fine. Are you having a laugh, darling? I mean, yeah, do I have that clip? Let me find that clip. 1 second. I'm sure I have that in a bookmark. Bookmarks, like. I can't imagine me ever being so proactive and cleaning up my bookmarks, right? When I this is it, you silly schmuck. You silly schmuck. Oh, God. And it's like, just like, you can see it's like a stupid, puppy bounding its way in, wagging its idiot tail. Everything's going to be fine. Oh, man. Oh, David Tennant. Couldn't happen to a nicer fucking person, could it? Couldn't happen to a nicer smug cunt. Oh, so this is where all this started, right? With this, you schmuck. Toy.
I attract the ire of the occasional online idiot. But But I don't have social media, so even I have to be told about that by my...
Well, how about the whole world telling you you're a smug cunt? How's that working? Why do you have a parrot on your shoulder, you smug cunt?
Brilliant wife, Georgia, who is the real engine behind anything we do.
This guy will do anything for a blowjob. Fuck me. Right? I know. I imagine Georgia calls the shots here, right? I think she calls the shots. I think if he's lucky, he gets doggy style, right? If he's lucky, if he's been a good boy. Otherwise, I don't know, he's probably got a bag on his head or something. I'll put up with it. I mean, yeah, Jordan, pretty fit. Anyway, what you say?
She educates me about empathy and understanding. And
educates you. Fuck me. Fuck me. The most pussy whip man ever. You could never be a hero to me now. Fuck, educates me. I mean, honestly. Fuck me. Doctor's supposed to be brave.
And she has been a huge educator for me. But I think, I suppose, if I'm honest, I'm a little depressed by the fact that acknowledging that everyone has the right to be who they want to be and live their...
Oh, I want to be a child molester. Can I be that? Is that okay then? Right? Oh, how about I want to be a mass murderer? All right? I just want to be a degenerate cunt. No!
Life.
Don't be whoever you ever fucking want to be. Be a good person. For God's sake. That's what you want. Don't just do what you feel like. Not me. Be a good person. Live by moral grounds. Live by reality.
To live it, as long as they're not hurting anyone else, should merit any kind of special award or special mention, because it's common sense, isn't it?
Yeah, they're not hurting anybody other than all the people they're hurting. Oh, they're only hurting women. They're the ones that matter. They don't matter anyway.
It is human decency. We shouldn't live.
Fuck me, darling. Okay, you don't know what human decency is. Oh my God. I know. You got some, okay, she has conned you. Okay, do you have an open marriage, David? Really? I think you might. Do you? Because this normally this is the only time I've ever seen anybody this pussy whipped. Right? Remember Neil Gaiman? Right? When he was he was breaking up with his wife, who they had an open relationship with. Look, here's the thing. Men are not happy with their women fucking other people. And boy, I mean, is he Will Smithing? I mean, that's how you get to completely believe this bullshit, right? Is he Will Smithing?
In a world where that is worth remarking on. However, until we wake up and Kemi Badenoch doesn't exist anymore.
He just lives for you. Yeah! Oh, you did well there, David. Yeah, wonderful.
I don't wish ill of her. I just wish her to shut up.
No, I don't wish ill of you, but I'm enjoying the ill that's happening to you. But do I wish you would ever shut up, you and all your fucking friends.
Whilst we do live in this world, I am honoured to receive this. I'm thrilled to be here and to be a part of this night. Pride is very important in our...
Oh, yeah, because gay people are so fucking oppressed. Oh, absolutely. Gay people are... I mean, there's so many things you can't do if you're gay. Like have sex with somebody of the opposite sex. But other than that, you seem to be pretty much open to anything, right? I don't know anything being gay prohibits you from. Like, and also, why would it? It's like, I don't know. You know, I'm not having that pilot. He's gay. What? Why not? It's like, it has zero bearing on literally anything. All right. But David gets to preen. Oh, he loves a preen.
It's a family affair. We have skin in the game. So this event tonight thrills me.
Yeah, so do we. We have skin in the game as well. Humanity.
It gives me hope. It gives me fire. It gives me energy and
How's that hope, fire, and energy going now, Funk? See, I see this part as the changing winds of energy, right? It's like it's going bad for these people, right? The wokers are getting their asses handed to them.
Deep joy. And even if I feel I don't really deserve this, I'm...
You really don't, David. You really don't.
Very pleased and very proud to be receiving it.
We know you're very pleased and very... We know, mate. Yeah, you're going to have a wank now, aren't you? So that happy with this.
Thank you all so much.
So that's what he said. That's what started this, right? And then Cammy Benrock called him out, and it was like I won't shut. Excuse me, I'm like one of the only black women in politics. I built my own life, and you're telling me to shut up. I'm like a little woman needs to shut up for you. Am I? Let me see if I have that. I should have that bookmarked, right? I should have that bookmarked. Although I have this bookmark. Is this the one? Yeah, no, so this was just all over the news, right? Everywhere. Doink. Yeah. There again, we have this story over here. We have doink. In the metro, literally everywhere. Tells us to shut up. So she fires back. Do you have a response? Where's the response? She said on Wednesday on GMB. I'm not sure if I had someone saying in a public forum until Susanna Reeves doesn't exist anymore. You as soon as you put your own name in there, I can understand how she might feel. This is I'm talking about it. Oh, see, it says, so she responds and says, I will not shut up. I will not be silenced by men. Oh, God, this is good. Hip ching, ching. This is like hitting him in the heart and everybody. I will not be silenced by men who prioritize the applause of Stonewall over the safety of women and girls. And yes, George has educated you to prioritize the safety of Stonewall over the safety of women and girls. And listen, mate. Your kid, right? Maybe something else is going on with him, right? Maybe he wants attention, right? Maybe he wants like positive reinforcement and attention. That seems reasonable, right? Because I don't think they're trans kids. So I'm just saying, why don't you find out why he's feeling left out, right? Because he obviously is. A rich lefty white male celebrity so blinded by ideology he can't see the optics of attacking the only black woman in government by calling a public existence to end. Fuck me. Tennant is one of Labour's celebrity supporters who they are distancing themselves from. Oh, beautifully. Isn't it very life will be if they win? They're going to win unless Farage wins. You're not winning, darling, right? Do yourself a favor. Join Reform. Join Reform now. Right, and you'll be happy with you'll ultimately be happy with that decision. Keir Starmer stood by while Rosie Duffield was hounded. That's true, and his supporters will do the same with the country. Do not let the bigots and bullets win. Well, darling. Well, I think you're better, than David. Look, what the fuck is he wearing? David Tennant. I mean, this is just a really bad jacket. Right? You don't tell me you Tories aren't bigots and bullets as well. Anyway, this has been there's been quite some response about this, right? Crazily enough, right? Crazily enough, we have over here James Dreyfus. This is the first thing, right? And he goes into it in detail. This is a genuine plea, David, not an attack. You are a highly regarded actor with a huge reach and rightly a vast audience. What's common sense is to say, attempting to comprehend that there are real life consequences to one group demanding immediate access to all of the hard fought for and one right of another group. Yes, that's exactly what they're asking. Of course, people can live their lives as they wish to be and be free to be who they are. But the moment that desire impacts the concerns and overrides other groups, of people. Those groups that have a preachy, a perfectly legitimate and reasonable right to take issue and have their say. No, he doesn't agree with you. You don't understand. Trans people are oppressed. Trans people are oppressed. Man. Where are we up to? We're told no debate. It's happening whether you women, gays, transsexuals, or detransitioners like it or not. Well, no, we don't like it. What did you think would happen? They'll just roll over and acquiesce? Yeah, they did think that because they thought they were on the right side of history. No, you're not. Right? You're not. It's not working out the way you thought, is it? This certainly isn't. Man, you have been burnt. Oh, and again, so fucking deserved. I'm sorry, mate. It is so fucking deserved. Oh, what a comeuppance this is, right? Oh my God. And this was at the beginning of it. It's got worse now. Are you aware that? Perhaps you should rejoin social media instead of relying on others. Exactly, and actually hear the thousands and thousands of personal testimonies by those who are deeply affected by changing rooms, sports, toilets. Yeah, let's go and talk to Riley Gaines about this, right? Hospitals, rape shelters, and the right to self-assembly, etc. Are you aware that gays and lesbians are no longer permitted to have their own bars, clubs, apps, anything of their own without being picketed, screamed at, and threatened? Yeah, why not? And honestly, why not? Right? Are you aware that women are intimidated and attacked and called the most wretched things when they gather together to discuss issues pertaining to them? Right? No, trans women are women. No, they're not. That's your opinion. Right? That's exactly. I would love him to be able to deal with this. Are you aware that the distinction between transsexuals and TRAs? I'm not. And that radicals refer to transsexuals as trans scum. Really? I wasn't aware of that. Are you aware of a huge increase in detransitioners and their lives irreparably damaged and who are treated as traitors and apostates by the many Q plus TRAs? No, he's not aware of any of this. He's not aware of anything because he's not very clever. Because until you truly understand the consequences are your allyship is doing more harm to so many and you could ever realize. I mean, yeah. That's what I think hell is when you actually see what you've done. Right? And directly, as I think heaven's the same thing, right? And directly to many of us who are now receiving the end of the worst homophobic, misogynistic abuse I've encountered since the AIDS crisis of the 80s. Yes, because you people were dicks about, I mean, like, not you, the Tennant people were dicks about this, right? Not being critical of something does not equate hate. All right, being critical of something doesn't equate hate. It's simply being critical because there are legitimate reasons. This fight is not about taking away anybody else's rights. We've all agreed that trans rights are human rights. However, no automatic human right can impinge, intimidate, threaten the rights of others. I would really love to see him read this, right? This will be like just so incredible. This is about preserving and protecting women's rights and their privacy and their spaces and their dignity. Exactly. And again, David, I wish somebody would read this to you. All right. And just so you know, watching yet another man publicly tell women to go shut up across familiar, unpleasant, and comes across as familiar, unpleasant, misogynistic. I'm not saying this to put the boot in, but I'm saying this because you believe that you're doing this with the best intentions and you're not stupid. I understand that, but respectfully, you need to really consider and research the other side of the debate and the consequences. That would be good than being a smug idiot cunt. But respectfully, I ask you to reconsider and research the other side. We didn't all of a sudden become right-wing bigots overnight, which is a very good reason. Very good reasons, questions to decisions made by lobby groups, which achieved this aims back in 2014. And now suddenly treats as pariahs, females, gays, lesbians, transsexuals, whomever who vigorously championed their own their cause until this new direction caused them unease with themselves because it's not real, right? They themselves predicted publicly. See Ruth Hunt. Okay, I wish you well. Congratulations on your award, you smug cunt. Right, you smug cunt. I hope they got to him, right? Because so when was this from? This is what's the date on this tweet? So this was 4 days ago. So then he followed it up with this other one. So here, let's listen to this video first. Hang on, let's see what's up. Oh, is this an arancini? Here, one second. I'll turn the camera off for you. Okay, now you may come in. You may proffer it. Okay. Thank God we have a David Tennant clip to look at. Oh, 1 second. You got to watch. Look at this. Here we go. Oh, also got sauce with it. Arancini, baby. Tell you. If I didn't like my daughter enough, I would now like her more. Anyway, let's see what David Tennant's talking about. This one over here.
I think sometimes it feels like there's so many people, but it is a minority. It's such a minority.
It's a tiny bunch of little whinging fuckers who are on the wrong side of history, and they'll all go away soon.
Right, I'm in the middle of eating this arancini. Oh man, it's incredible. David, you gotta wait, mate. No. All right, sorry. I had to go for the second bite. I mean, it was just too good. What do you want at me? Oh, anyway. So now that's what J.K. Rowling was talking about. So when's this from? This is from today, right? Not good. But anyway, we're not getting this. I finish this arancini. Oh my god! This once again is risotto, balls of risotto with mozzarella in the middle, deep fried, or pan fried, I should say, breaded and fried. This is crazy good. All right, now I've got some caught in my phone. But let me tell you, this is worth the delay in this story, right? This helps it percolate. You know, this is all good, baby. Finished it, man. Oh, that was incredible. I'm sorry, I'm of an age now where good food has gives me an erection. What do you want out of me? Anyway. So this is what James Travis said. My God. So yeah, this is what J.K. Rowling was saying. Was that on the same night? He's not wearing the same city outfit, is he? Was it a different night? Hang on.
Sometimes it feels like there's so many.
Yeah, he's wearing the same. You dumb cunt, David. You dumb cunt. Okay. My God. I knew he said these words, but I hadn't seen this clip. I hadn't seen this clip showing just how he said them. It's absolutely shocking and starkly repugnant, right? I realize he has skin in the game and that his business, and that's his business. But for someone so hugely popular with an enormous platform to influence your younger people, it's really remarkably unconscionable to endorse this ideology, which has and continues to harm so many without seeming being aware of how this affects kids and how they might grow up gay or just effeminate and tomboy, which is fine. Jesus. And to dismiss women's concerns about basic safeguarding, which we all accepted just 10 years ago as being a crucial part of our joint social contract in this manner, is beyond irresponsible and downright dangerous, frankly. His face curls with his lip twisting vitriol, visible rage in the eyes of enablement, which he knows he simply doesn't have to veil or hide behind fraudulent smiles anymore. The vacuous Q+ interview, yes, naturally simps and nods along with Richter's grin, oozes equal contempt as do many of these words. Yeah, again, this is the most hateful group I've ever met in my life. This is no coincidence, nor should be surprised, sadly. This is Cashman's technique. This is Kelly's techniques. This is the prevalent techniques of the gender adherents of the queer theory promoters. To smear, minimize, and silence, to lie, to diminish, to attack, to savage. This is the end result of denouncing your critics as the enemy, shrill sirens, and should be defecated upon, shunned, and dismissed bigots and sexual racists. Oh, okay, blimey. If this is only a tiny jump emboldened enough to say it out loud publicly, what are these people truly that women are? Whinging little fuckers who are on the wrong side of history and who'll go away soon. I guess so. Man, they all flog themselves. They all flog this lie relentlessly. It's only a tiny minority. Yeah, I mean, but they believe it though, don't they? Right? I mean, they all think that they're on the right side of history, and everybody thinks so. Because you're in a tiny little bubble curated by your obviously cunty, awful, stupid wife, right? Who is merrily leading your son to cut his own bollocks off, from what I can tell. Right? Which you're like merrily joining. Oh, it's okay. Man, I'm telling you, there was this idolatry in biblical times called Molech, right? Where you would, there's a good Blake 7 episode called Molech. Anyway, you would actually sacrifice your children to it, right? And I never really understood that. How could a parent sacrifice? And now I see it with David Tennant, right? And people like that, who are like so proud of being such an adherent to the cause, right? That their own children, they'll give anything to the cause, including their own children. They're that good of people, right? They're that great. They'll literally give their own children to this wonderful cause. And that's how they view the world. Oh man, these people are sick, okay? Women should stop their bitching, sit down and know their place, and critically shut up. And this is so David Tennant's message. This is the rhetoric. This is a standard approach. This is not even pretending to couch or curb their absolute loathing for anyone, especially women. God, it's so true. Who have the gall to. I hope he sees it. There's no chance he's ever going to see it. Have the absolute gall. Maybe self-obsessed enough he will. You can always worry about the self-obsession of actors, right? You really can. This is especially women who has the gall to dissent and ask essential questions about the decision that directly affect them. This is true. This is true. The truly ugly face of Stonewall. No more mask. No other side. No honest intent. This is tragic, spiteful, aggressive swagger of the bully in the playground. Finally surrounded by all those who have had enough of his behavior. The game is up. Lesbian, bisexual, gay men who are angry and exhausted, which again, most of them are in my chat right now, by this betrayal. And it really is, right? It really is. See, this is why woke people can't understand why gay people come to my channel. All right, they're like, oh, but he's on the race. Firstly, I don't have any problem with gay people, but secondly, I believe there is this like absolute betrayal, right? Again, and that like every lever of authority, right, of establishment is against you. Right, I feel it, mate. I do feel it. It's like we're on we're in an insane world. What was the thing I read about later? In Germany, right? In Germany, a woman was either raped by immigrants, or like illegal immigrants, or gang raped by them, right? And they were given they weren't given a prison sentence. Well, I don't know. Whatever. But she was given a prison sentence because she spoke badly about the rapists. I'm like, that's the insane world we live in right now. First up, we have lesbians, bisexual, and gay men who are angrily exhausted by this betrayal are literally treated like shit on their boots. Furious that we have our own side in this time. After 15 years of relative harmony, all this is over, and fantastical new label that has no actual meaning by those who now masquerade as oppressed and marginalized because a new grift was needed. Ching ching. I think you're so right here. It really is just a nauseating, narcissistic, empty, infantilizing, mobile, rainbow-colored theme park. Ran over, but this video generally got my tits. Let's watch the video again.
Minority. Yeah, it's so important. I think sometimes it feels like there's so many people, but it is a minority.
It is so many people. It's not a minority, and why do you look like the fucking Joker?
It's such a minority.
A tiny bunch of little whinging fuckers who are on the wrong side of history, and they'll all go away soon.
Again, what was he doing? I don't agree with James Drivers. I think he was playing up to this guy's prejudices, right? And that's where he was going with it, right? I think that's all he really meant by it, frankly, right?
Yeah, it's so important. I think some
history and the wrong side of history, and they'll all go away.
I don't think he looked so disgusted and dismissive of people not like him, right? We got to look at this. Hang on, but let me see if I can find. Hang on, let me see if I can find the thing about the German court, because that was insane, right? That really was insane. Man, David Tennant. We got more David Tennant stuff. Crap. Not looking good for him, mate. Not looking good. Do I have this stuff? No, I don't know. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh, it's just crazy. How do I get to this tweet? I'll just read it to you then. German woman who criticized migrant gang of raping a 14-year-old girl. Well, why would you criticize that? Sent to prison for offending the migrants, receiving a longer sentence than most of the men who committed the crime. The woman has been sent to prison for sending hateful messages to one of the migrants, telling him that it was a disgusting miscarriage of justice, that he got off lightly with crime. I agree with you. She has received a longer sentence than 8 out of 9 of the attackers. Blimey. Authorities in Hamburg are investigating up to 140 other Germans sending harmful comments to the migrant gang. Unbelievable. Again, but that's the insane upside-down world we live in, right? It's the absolutely insane upside-down world. Fine. So this is interesting. Let's see a bit. Nigel Farage is hitting back, so I think we should have a look at that. Like we see some twattery, right? Let's see something we might be happy about, because there's a whole thing about setting them up saying it's a racist party. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what they have to say. Is this from Question Time? When's this from? Hang on, let me find out. Farage. Doink. Your audience member tonight asked, what is it about your party that attracts racist extremists that I've done more to deliver out the 4 of our right? See what he has to say for himself. Okay, let's have a look. Again, this is all because of that bullshit story by Channel 4, right? And it seems to be a bullshit story by Channel 4. Not downloaded yet. Let me go back to the original tweet. Let's have a look at. Yeah, we got. Oh man, I've done more drive. The racing comments was an actor. Let's have a look. Fine. So, video file.
What is it about you and your party that attracts racists and extremists?
So that was the guy. That was the guy on the video. That's crazy.
Whether you say you want them or not.
Well, I've done more.
So okay. That's June 28th, right? Holy shit. Right. Now, a month later, more smear, this time from the BBC. The man asking the question about Nigel Farage's racism, Martin Corden, whose credits include 8 BBC shows, including Doctor Who. Right. Again, it's just a smear. Right. I thought it was the same guy. Who...
I've done more to drive the far right out of British politics than anybody else alive. I took on the BNP just over a decade ago. I said to their voters, if this is a protest vote, but you don't support their racist agenda, don't vote for them, vote for me. And we destroyed them. I've never allowed in parties I've led anybody who was even a member of an extremist organisation to join our parties. What happened over the last weekend?
It's crazy. Again, they've been caught setting it up with a BBC employee, apparently. Look up J.K. Rowling's response to make sure that's sure to make the most ardent detractors happy. Well, now I got to look that up. 1 second. Oh, you're kidding me. X.com. We'll carry on this. I'll look for it while this is playing.
And was truly astonishing. A tirade of invective abuse directed at the Prime Minister. I mean, the whole thing was unbelievable. It didn't ring true. So I checked it out. It turns out the man that did this is an actor. He was contacted by the Telegraph this morning. He denied he was an actor. We then found out, yes, actually, he is an actor. He's worked in the past for Channel 4. On his own site, he says, I'm a well-spoken actor with an alter ego. I do rough talking. Let me tell you, from the minute he turned up in that office in Clacton and I saw him...
Man, hopefully this works out well for Farage.
He was acting from the very start. He even says on his website, hire me, I do undercover filming.
Should we just... No, just like
this,
just
now,
explain...
let me finish.
No, but just in case people aren't totally familiar with what you're talking about.
Wait. Yeah, I want to see the her trying to deflate this.
Should we just explain?
Let me finish.
No, but just in case people aren't totally familiar with what you're talking about.
These are the comments, and Rishi Sunak's reacted to them today.
Sure.
This is a total and utter setup that has been leapt on, of course, by our political opponents, leapt on by most of mainstream.
All right, let me just explain it for those who might not have seen the channel.
Let me stop you talking for a minute somehow.
Or report. So let me just explain. Well, I expect you have, but just in case there's anyone at home who hasn't seen it, so there was a report on Channel 4 where a man saying he was a canvasser for you said some absolutely extraordinarily racist comments. What you are saying now is that he's an actor. And that it's a setup, effectively. Just so I can just say, Channel 4 say, we strongly stand by our journalism. Well, I have to put their point of view. They're not...
Okay, strongly stand by it. Stand by it, being caught, fuckers.
Not here to answer. We met the man, Mr. Parker, for the first time at Reform
He'd
UK.
Hang on,
I have to put their right to reply, as I would have to put yours. We met Mr. Parker for the first time at Reform UK party headquarters, where he was a Reform Party canvasser. They say they didn't pay him, they didn't know him, and that he was filmed covertly. So if it was a setup, and you're saying it was, very clear, you've been saying that all day, who set it up? Are you saying that Channel 4 paid this guy? They're denying it. Paid this guy to set you up?
Channel 4 used a production company, which of course gives them deniability. What I have no doubt about is this guy was in his alter ego. I've even found now on TikTok this guy doing sort of Alf Garnett type stuff. This was a comedy act, but it was designed to hurt us. And sadly, some people believe it. Let me...
Again, what's that good? Anyway, let's go. There's so much to go on. Man, this is like a Twitter show tonight. So J.K. Rowling still on a roll with him. I've looked up these responses. What she said. Oh, God, I can't do another one. Are you kidding me? Mate? Hang on. Where's it? Where's that other one I had lined up? Oh, yeah. So this is funny. This guy is somewhat obsessed with me. And to me, looks like a paedophile. Like, there's so many, right? I'm not saying he is. I'm saying if he wanted to cast him as an actor, as a paedophile, I think it'd be very believable in that role, right? That's what I'm saying. And generally, I don't think he's ever been involved in any paedophilia ever, right? I don't think that's happened. Anyway, so first we have him going after, what's his name? Graham Lyon. So he goes, what? Look at this. So they're sterilizing and maiming children. Why do you and men like you ignore this horror? Right? Sylvester McCoy. To Sylvester McCoy. Fuck me. From Sylvester, dear David, don't let the Banatos get you down. Well, again, I think this is quite reasonable, right? I think David's having his ass handed to him quite viscerally because of this, right? What we're up to. So Mr. TARDIS there goes, why do you have so many photos of strangers' children on your phone computer, Graham? Which is a clear inference saying that he's really you're saying he's a pedophile, essentially, right? So Graham Lennon with a much bigger audience. Oh, what's that? So how big is Graham Lennon's audience? There's 567,000 people following him. Mr. TARDIS has how many? 9,000. So 9,141 to 567,000. Yes. Yeah. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. What a great evening this has been for me. The face of man trying to cover up experimental procedures performed on children who seem to imply that the photos of are arousing in some way. He should have his devices seized. Fuck. Holy fuck. That's wild. Okay, wait. Did he ever reply? What? Oh, what's going on over here? Trying to ignore it. Okay. Man, just fill your timeline with bullshit, I guess. That's what happens when you called out. Oh, bullshit. More bullshit. Bullshit. Bloody hell. No sign. Yeah. Was the reply? I don't know. Was the answer? I don't know. But whoa. So let's see what the replies to this are. He's got quite a few names to, by the look of it. William Carlisle does a lot of work for CBBC. Likes to be around children, doesn't he? Totally normal. So you'll encounter somebody asking why you've got a lot of underage people on your computer is to go, no, you're the one who gets sexually aroused by inappropriate. Well, yeah, because no sane person will possibly think about that, right? My dude, you know you could easily just not out yourself. Like, again, no sane person sees pictures of mutilated children and go, oh, and say they're sexy, right? He is obviously implying the comments in the section are full of cope. His name is William Tyson Carlisle, and he says other stuff like, he says stuff about me all the time, right? He says like he gets white supremacist in his DMs after I mention him, lying little shit, right? Lying little shit. And if he did, he would show the receipts, but he doesn't because he doesn't have them. If the rope came tomorrow, Rusty Davis would be one of the first people on the list. Why? He also feels that celeb creators like Rusty Davis should work to having conservatives with what he regards as obvious odious opinions deplatformed and lose their job. Yeah. So here's his comeback. Yo, you schmuck. Why are you fighting? Oh, you schmuck. I didn't even mention arousal. That was you. No, it wasn't all you. It was you. You disingenuous fuck. That was clearly the intimation of your tweet, right? Remember the last time you accused somebody of pedophilia? Well, gee, how's it working out for David Tennant? This was done 2 fucking days ago. You little fucknut cunt. David Tennant's life's in the shitter now. You fucknut cunt. Oh, Channel Pop's here. This is the face of a man whose wife loves him. I don't believe it. Fine, man. Look at them. It's like a roll call of evil, right? Is President Trump pro is going to make the situation better? I'm thinking I'm enjoying it, right? Man. Already being what's going on? Post deleted. Already being sued by someone. Can't take on another front, but who's the person? Okay, fine, but like, yeah. Look at the coat. It's always a model, isn't it? Same Homer's beard, of course. I know. Answer the question, pedo. Who is Sandwiches? Sandwiches is ironically Australian. Answer the question, pedo. Oh, I forgot. This is the autistic writer, liberal, lifelong Doctor Who fan who used to hang around with some very dodgy people. Maybe he still does. Killer Lifeline. I think this is great. Oh, this is hilarious. I love seeing the cope. Oh, it's so funny. I totally forgot about we had this go there. Anyway, that was kind of fun. Let's see what else we're going to look at. Man, interesting evening tonight. I like these sort of streams when I'm like, don't know what's going on and feeling my way through things. Can we banner up? No, so I'm trying to close down Windows so I can try and find the things I had pulled up. Let's do a search for Doctor Who. See what's going on. Doctor Who. He'll always be a friend of mine. Who? Doctor. Now, I came up with a ratings accumulator. No, I don't want the ratings accumulator. That'll be tomorrow. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Not ratings accumulator, just Doctor Who. Doink. Let's see what the splattering of news is. I wonder how queer it is. Right? I wonder how queer it is. Is this it? Mr. Slud is a classic Doctor Who character, even more obscure and powerful than Sutek theory. Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Doctor Who recap. Where does it go from here? Nowhere. I said recent stories. Date. What reason Doctor Who Russell Davis was able to make 73 yards? What? Who cares? Doctor Who turns one of TV's most frustrating trends into a strength. No, it doesn't. Empire Death. Doctor Who ratings are a success of Russell Davis in the way that's crucial to its future. Fuck me. Yeah, of course it is. Absolutely. It's absolutely the best thing ever. It's doing so well. Right? It's doing so well. So whose comment is this? You little cunt. Let's have a look. Let's have a read. Doctor Who always felt like a hand-me-down, and that Russell Davis' approach to engaging with the younger audience is crucial. It's not engaging with the younger audience. It's exactly where Chris Chibnall's version was. It's not engaging with the younger audience, okay? It's a lie. We've seen the numbers, and the numbers say something very different. See if I can find that tweet. I don't even think I have that as a message anymore. It was back a few days ago. Yeah, where is it? No, can't find it. Oh, is this it? Back. I don't know. But somebody posted the numbers, right? And they're exactly the same. They're genuinely exactly the same as the Chris Chibnall numbers. For the young demographic they say they're getting. The first conversation with a Doctor Who fan is whether at Comic Con or at Nelson Honors, who is your Doctor? Anybody apart from the last two? It also so often brings warmth to personal life. Each fan usually has one, blah, blah, blah. Usually it's their first, yeah, that narrates their first memory, blah, blah, blah. Doctor Who DNA, blah, blah. Okay, fine. Rosalie David gets that as a fellow Doctor Who enthusiast who can pull apart and put it back together again. Doctor Who still gets the what? Okay, whatever. He commented on his push for younger viewers, the under 16s and the 16s to 34 audience, as well as his mass. It's not, right? It's not that well in the rating. It's not doing that well in the ratings, but doing phenomenally well. No, it's not. Oh, man, now I really got to try and find it. There's one or two people it could have been, right? Am I even going to be able to find this? I don't know. Let's see if I can. We'll try this one first. Could be this guy. Okay, might be him. I think it could be. Let's see if I can find the tweet. Oh, is this it? Oh, man! Hey! Look at me go. Excellent. Fine. So, where's the one where it breaks it down by audience? No. This isn't it. 1 second. I thought, a couple of days ago. Is it on this timeline? Because there was is it this one? No. So not buying this or interested in any way. Even the discs are bland. Fuck off. £50 or £60. You having it? Fuck off. How much is this? That's 50 bloody pounds. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, is it? Yeah, this is it. So 16 to 34. Doctor Who got, where is it? 567, right? It was, I guess, in the top 3. And it's in the 1, 2, 3. It's in the top 5 for the 4 to 15th and got 191. These are almost exactly the same as the Chris Chibnall numbers, right? Yeah, look. Season 13, they get 700. It got more. Fuck you. Got 723,000, where it got 615,000 in 1634, and it got 3. Season 1 of Jodie did better. So stop with your bullshit. Okay, in audience total, it used to get 21.4%. Now it gets 22.2 because the audience has shrunk so much. So fuck you. Stop pretending it's doing well. So yeah, he's lying. That's what's going on. He's called lying. The younger audience of the one day will answer the question, who's your favorite Doctor with Susie Gatwa? No, it won't. Because they won't remember it because it's going to be shit and gone. Unfortunately. They'll remember Shooty Gatwa, but they won't remember Doctor fucking Who. And if they do remember this Doctor, they'll be like, why is there all the gay shit in it? Because hopefully they'll live through to a world where they got less gay. We often think of Doctor Who as something that has always been there and always will be, but that hasn't always proven to be true. That's true. Doctor Who has lived across generations that have evolved across eras and meant so much to so many. Yeah, so that's why we don't like when you took a shit on it with your gay shit all the time. This Care One homemade... Okay, what the fuck is it? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, your premise is wrong, fuckface. It's not doing well. Moron. It's doing fantastic for children. No, it's not. Melissa Barker, you're a fucking moron. Okay, I'm sorry. Or you're lying. You might be lying, right? I don't care about any of this stuff. I think I'm going to wrap up. I think I'm done. I think it's time for me to re-enter the week, re-enter reality. I'm back tomorrow night, 5 o'clock. I say night because it's 7 p.m. for me. My wife's coming home. Oh, Monday morning. Oh, it's been too long. She cried. Jigger. Utter failure is a success now. Yeah, the Caesar experiments were a success. Well, we've had an interesting little forage in the common villainy of the universe tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back tomorrow night for more fun, frivolity, and furtive festivities. Without hitting the Emperor.